Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist.
Okay, when I introduce you, I'm gonna say, this is a friend of mine. That means you're a connected guy. Now, if I said instead, this is a friend of ours, that would mean you were a made guy. A capiche?
Boys, we're back in business.
Our true enemy has not yet shown his face.
Brother, you are going down.
Hooah!
I believe in animal attraction. I believe in love at first sight. I believe in this. And I don't feel it with you. It's nothing personal.
Oh, come on. Where you going? Come on. Kiss my tiara, bitch.
Welcome back everyone to my Al Pacino retrospective review series, Season 2, baby. Yeah, that's right, we're kicking off a new season. We last left off with the 1985 bomb that was Revolution. A film that made Al Pacino go into a career hiatus for about 4 years, only doing like stage plays and a personal project in between, which we'll be covering in the next episode, that personal project. But yeah, career hiatus for 4 years until finally in 1989, we got the comeback, baby. We got Sea of Love, today's film, Sea of Love from 1989. Co-starring besides Al Pacino, John Goodman, Alan Barkin, Micheal Rooker, Richard Jenkins, among others, which is a New York set cop thriller with some erotic thriller elements thrown in there as well, and directed by Harold Becker. As a first of 2 films he would go on to direct with Pacino. Then second one is coming up in this season as well. So the big question, did this film, Sea of Love, successfully bring back Al Pacino's career, and did bring it back on the right track, and etc, etc? Well, that's the big question we'll be taking a look at, if we can see if we can answer today in a review of 1989 Sea of Love. Without any further ado, let's jump into it. The plot of the film goes as follows. In Manhattan, Detective Frank Keller, played by Al Pacino, is an efficient and veteran cop with 20 years on the force who is lonely and misses his ex-wife Denise. She left him to live with Gruber, played by Richard Jenkins, his colleague from the same precinct. When a killer kills his victim with a shot through the neck and leaves a 45 single playing the song Sea of Love, Frank is in charge of the investigation. Detective Sherman, played by John Goodman from a district outside Manhattan, joins Frank when a second victim is killed in the same MO. They find that both victims have written poetry in the Lonely Hearts column of the single magazine New York Weekly. When there is a third case, Frank convinces his chief to write for the magazine and work undercover, investigating the women that reply the advertisements. After meeting dozens of women in a restaurant, Frank falls in love with the prime suspect, the manager of a shoe store called Helen Kruger, played by Alan Barkin, jeopardizing his investigation and possibly putting him in the crosshairs. It's a well put together thriller with some solid performances by all involved. Al Pacino has now fully transitioned into the smoky Pacino voice that we know today. This was already on some display in Revolution, but had taken its full form here, and I feel the character fits this as a burned out, down on his luck lonely cop. He plays it wonderfully, and the scenes where he's all tense as he's afraid of his life with Barkin's character are absolutely amazing to watch. He also has a couple of cool shouting moments as we're used to seeing from him. Come the wet ass hour, I am everybody's daddy, springs to mind, for example.
All these people in here with their rocks and their furs, they get robbed, they get raped, and all of a sudden they're daddy. Come the wet ass hour, I'm everybody's daddy.
Alan Barkin is extremely hot as Helen and plays her part wonderfully as well, being sexy and seductive, but also having a vulnerability and being lonely herself underneath it all. A great femme fatale sort of character, which I really enjoyed seeing in this film. Excellent stuff. John Goodman is also a great addition to the cast. He's mostly doing a bit of comic relief, but again, there's also more stuff to his character as well. Let's be honest, it's just always great to see Goodman. And just as with Harold Becker, there's another film with Pacino that he appeared in later on as well. All the other characters and actors in this film are solid as well, with a special mention from Micheal Rooker. Which part does he play, you ask? Well, for the sake of not spoiling the film, I urge you to check the film out for yourself. But yeah, let's just say he's going to be a major player in the film before the credits roll. And if you've seen the film, if you know, you know. Also, this maybe sounds a bit cliche to say, but the city of New York also really feels like a character on its own in this film. And the wonderful nighttime cinematography of the city looks so great and really adds to the atmosphere of the piece. Overall, there aren't too many negativities with this film from my end. The only thing that kind of brings it down for me is the pacing, which I feel could have been better with some slight trims and cuts. But aside from that, a well-crafted thriller and a definite career highlight for Pacino. The film was made on an estimated budget of $19 million and made a whopping $110 million worldwide. With plenty of positive reviews from both critics and audiences, this film truly came at the right time and brought Pacino back big time, and deservedly so. 7.5 stars out of 10 is my final rating on it, a Pacino must-watch. So there you guys have it. That was my review for 1989's Sea of Love, directed by Harold Becker. Again, yeah, it's a film that successfully brought Al Pacino back. He made some great movies after this. 7.5 stars out of 10 is my score for it. I absolutely love Sea of Love. Like I said, if there's anything that brings the film down slightly for me, it's the pacing. Like I said, I feel like the pacing, it could have been a little bit better. You know, some slight trims and cuts to a couple of scenes here and there. It could have benefited the film to have a smoother sort of pace, you know, to go along in the film. But still, as it is, it's a damn entertaining, damn solidly well-crafted thriller. Like I said, a great sort of femme fatale-esque performance by Barkin, a great performance by John Goodman, you know, mostly comic relief, but there's more to it. And Pacino is absolutely amazing as a burned out, you know, emotionally scarred cop, a sort of lonely cop. Like I said, with the gruff voice that he now has, the smoky Pacino voice that we all know. We had a couple too many cigarettes and he's talking like this now, you know, and it's all in here. It's all it's smoky, it's raspy, it's all right there. Well, yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. Sea of Love, 7.5 stars out of 10. That's my rating. So up next on the second episode of season 2, we'll be covering that passion project that Pacino worked on in between Revolution and this one. A little adaptation of a stage play, and it's a very weird and interesting film, let's say. I sort of get where Pacino was coming from with this idea. I see, you know, the appeal that he might have had with the stage play, and yeah, he did appear in the stage play on stage and everything. And it's a 59-minute movie about, you know, it's between 50 to 60 minutes, so it's barely an hour. Like I said, adaptation of a stage play. The only way to get it is if you get the Al Pacino Actor's Vision DVD set, and it's included. Next film we're going to be talking about is The Local Stickmatic, directed by Al Pacino. No, wait, actually, it's directed by David Wheeler, but from what I gather, Pacino had a hand in directing as well. Yeah, he's actually credited as a co-director. It's directed by Al Pacino and David Wheeler. So it's going to be an interesting one. It's a very short film, so I'm betting the review will be short as well. And some of you guys might be seeing footage from this film for the first time, because like I said, the only way to get it is on the Pacino Actor's Vision DVD set, which I got not too long ago. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. And after that, of course, we'll be tackling another great Pacino role, because then we're entering 1990, and 2 great films came out in 1990, The Godfather Part 3 and Dick Tracy. So much to look forward to. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I hope you guys are as well. Yeah, we're back on track. We're, you know, back in business. Al Pacino season 2. And yeah, that's all you got from me today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. Leave a like, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. And with that having been said, until the next episode, guys, keep punching, and we'll see you all very soon.